What's going on, guys? Wind Model 88 here, back at you for a little video on a gun. I actually just picked this up. It's a gun that I already have. I already have one just like this. I never did a video on it, so I figured I'd bring you along here for this little video. Tell you a little bit about it. I know it's been a while. Been going through some stuff and just haven't been into making videos really. Got other stuff on my mind, but I'm doing all right. I'll be all right. So I hope all y'all are good too. But anyway, let's get into it. I picked this up at a local shop. This is the Island Armory TK113. It is a single shot 12 gauge. Break open. I have a shell in here for demonstration. Now, the first thing I want to say about this gun, or these guns in general, they are super light. They're around 4 pounds. That's just bare gun. It is a wood grain laminate stock. It's not real wood, it's plastic. Has a decent rubber buttstock on it. Now, this buttstock is adjustable. It has two petitions here. You can take them both out if you wanted, or just, one or the other to decrease your length of pull. I'm a big guy, so I'd never touch these. For like a youth or a child or a kid, a youngster just getting into shooting, this is a great option. They'd be able to shorten their length of pull. It's got some stippling here. It's a nice grip for, what it is. Nice thing about these, the receiver is steel. The trigger guard is steel. The hammer is steel. And the locking lug is actually steel as well. The barrel's steel. It is threaded. I'm working with limited space here out back. Gun's unloaded, so I'm not pointing a gun, load a gun at myself. But as you see, it is threaded. The barrel is chrome lined. Full vented rib. With the general gold dot bead sight. Or gold bead sight at the end. Now the rear sight, get you in here good enough or not. The rear sight here is this flip up notch, as you see right here. There's two different settings. This is like a grooved, it's kind of like a grooved buckhorn notch, kinda. If you flip it, that back, it is a lower profile, like a notch. So, gives you a little bit of slight adjustment there and options. And this lever here on the side, this straight edge screwdriver screw is adjustable for your windage, for your side to side. Like I said, there's the numbers on it. 12 gauge, 3-inch, proof tested. It is imported from Duryea Arms, from Turkey, through Pahrump, Nevada. Now, I will say, and you guys may not like this, I like it. I like single shot shotguns that have a firm hammer. You know, when I pull that hammer back, I don't want that to be super easy and sloppy, you know. Now, some people might be opposite, and I could see why, but I like a firm hammer, and this hammer it's very tight, which I like that. It did, you know, comes with sling swivels. This one in the back here is a little rusty. It's minor details. Now, it's a break open, obviously. To break it open, just pull back on the trigger guard and break it open, you know. And you see on the bottom side of the forearm here, has this groove. And your trigger guard actually folds up right inside of that. Then you can put this in a backpack or whatever. Put something around it to close it up, you know, fix it on the outside of your backpack if you need to or whatever. Like I said, it's a little over, barely over 4 pounds, so it's quite the gun. And I do enjoy them. I like and it locks up nice. You can adjust the screw here. You can adjust the firmness on the trigger guard to pull it, to break it open. You want a little tighter, you can turn it clockwise. You want to loosen it up to break it a little easier, turn it counterclockwise. I have it set up where I like it. And you can see some little bit of rust there, some little bit of rust starting here around the back of the receiver, but for a used gun, it's, you know, nothing to complain about. Now, as far as shooting this thing, me and TT were talking about this the other day on his Twitch. They're violent. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. They're violent. And it's a light gun. You know, it's barely 4 pounds. And the barrel, they advertise the barrel as 20, and they're close. But the barrel, it's not even 20. It's about 19 and 5/8. So I even thought about, you know, maybe cutting an inch off of this. I probably won't. I'll probably just leave it go. But you never know with me, I may. But shooting this thing, even with 2 and 3, now it is 3-inch chambered. However, I'm a big guy, like I said. I got plenty of padding and muscle and body armor to shoot powerful guns. But there are just certain guns that are just violent, in my opinion. Now, a shotgun is violent, just naturally. That's just how they are. Because of the concussion and the recoil. And it's just a shotgun. You got multiple projectiles going off instead of one. So, but I will say, with 2 3/4 birdshot, your low brass like this, this is an estate low brass. I think it's a number 6, or it's a number 8. It's an 8. That's a super low brass. It's like a target load. This out of here, not bad. Still hammers you for what it is. Now, 3-inch, and of course me having to take things to the extreme as soon as I get it. 3-inch out of here birdshot, it'll let you know for sure. This is a 2 3/4 buckshot, a Spartan buck, number 9 pellet, and of course that is a low brass buckshot, and they do make high brass buckshot. This thing rocks you, and this is what I keep in this. I keep this in the corner, one of the corners of the house. That thing will rock you. Now, this is a Remington Nitro Mag. That's an 1 5/8 6-shot steel 3-inch. That's and you can see the high brass on that. This right here, that will bruise your shoulder. That will break blood vessels in your shoulder. In this gun, this is the last resort out of this gun for me. I mean, it is what it is. It's just one of these, and that'd be good for most majority of people out of this gun. That being said, this gun, great home defense. Great for home defense. You know, I have this. I gotta get a new one. This was off one of my older guns. The buttstock, I call them buttstock socks. You know, the shell holders goes back here, but the elastic is worn out and it doesn't fit tight, so I gotta get another one. But you put one of these on there. Light gun, accurate. You know, it's pretty straightforward. Great for home defense. Or great for, you know, get me to another gun, you know, type thing. Violent gun. I had my buddy shoot this, and he said, "Nah, I'm good." He took one shot out of it. We shot a 2 3/4 low brass, and then he shot a buck out of it, and he said, you know, I'm good on that." And like I said, they have their purpose. They're accurate. This thing is, both of these that I have is functioning really good for me. I actually have the 20 gauge model, which I think is the TK105. It's in all black, and it folds up. I have that in a backpack. They also make a TK104, which is a 410. I believe they do make these in the 12 gauge. I believe they make in a 22-inch barrel. I'm not sure about the 20 or the 410, but it did come with 2 chokes too. Or not this one, this is the used one, but the one I bought new was threaded, and that came with 2 chokes. I think it came with an improved, came with an IC and a modified, I believe. I don't think it came with a full choke. It came with 2 choke tubes anyway, and they are the Beretta Benelli style choke tubes. So any of those will fit this gun. Another thing I wanted to talk about on this video, for single shot people, are what I have here. This is just, I have about 10 of these, 8 or 10 different ones. I need to get some more. These are chamber reducers. These are from the shooter's box. Now, this is a 20 gauge to a 45 ACP smooth bore. Of course, I keep this in my backpack. It has my 20 gauge single shot. Now this one, these, you just squeeze the sides and they pop open. Now this is a 12, same brand, shooter's box. This is a 12 gauge to a 44 mag, smooth, and then they are smooth board reducers. And I did not know, I'd never seen them, but TT and me were talking, Terribly Tactical, we were talking the other day on his Twitch channel, and apparently they do make rifled chamber reducers, which would be great. I need to find some. Now, how these work, I'm sure a lot of you know, but while I'm here, I'm going to show you what these do. You stick these down in the chamber, And then, so it's a 12 gauge to 44 mag. It gives you an extra option. This is a 44 mag here. You just stick that right in there. And close it up like a shotgun shell. Pull the hammer, and it's ready to go if you need be. Now, one thing I did not mention on this gun, it does not have an ejector. It's a manual eject, and it's a manual extractor, really. When you break it, it unseats it, and you still have to pull it out. So it's manual eject only. But another great option. Just another thing that makes single shot shotgun specifically so versatile. Now, like I said, you can get these, they make them for 12, 20 gauge, 410, 16s. I don't know about 10s. But this is a 44, obviously, and then I have a 22. I have a 45 ACP for this and the 20. I have a 12 to a 20 gauge. You could use this. Obviously, they're a lot bigger. They're probably twice as round. And the insides are hollowed out, so you could actually fit a 20 gauge shell inside of this 12 gauge reducer and shoot a 20 gauge out of this 12 gauge. And you can do that. There's all kinds of pistol sizes. 9mm, you can get 38s, obviously 44, 45s, 22 Magnums, which I do not have. I would love to get a 22 mag reducer kit. And if anybody knows, let me know where I can get some of these rifled bore reducers. That would be sweet. I did not even know that they actually made them. I thought that was just kind of a myth, but I'd love to find them. But again, if you're out backpacking or something, you happen to run out of shotgun shells for some reason, or something happens, you lose them, they get in the water and they float down the river or whatever. You never know what situation you're going to be in. Say you have a sidearm that's chambered in 44 mag. When you're in a situation where you need a longer barrel to reach out and get something, put your reducer in there, take one of your pistol shells, put it in there, close your breech, and you have an extended range pistol round. Now, that being said, some people don't like them because it's a smooth bore reducer and a smooth bore firearm. Your barrel smooth bore, you're shooting a pistol round or a 22 out of that. People say it's not really useful. You're not going to shoot 100 yards. That's common sense. What it's designed for is versatility. You got something 30, 40 yards that you can't get with a pistol. It gives you an extra option, to use a pistol round before the trajectory and the power runs out from the smoothbore. It gives you a little bit more range and versatility. So let's pick these up if you can find them. There's a couple different companies that make them. I think they're $15 to $20 a piece. Or they might be more by now, but I can't imagine they're much more. So check them out. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Yeah, and last thing I wanted to talk about, I did pick some of these up. Just some odds and ends 12 gauge stuff here. These things are wicked. These are the Winchester Defender Elite 10 rounds. They're a 1 ounce rifled slug with 3 double buck pellets inside the same shell. 2 3/4, 1150 velocity. So I mean that's they're heavy. 70 76 mil. But if you can find these, find them. Another great option and fun to shoot. Now on the back it shows you what you got. You have your 3 double-aught bucks, and then back here is your slug. So you got the bucks coming out and then followed by a slug. Really neat. Pick them up. And the last thing here I got for you, I picked these 2 boxes of these up. These are the Brennecke Special Force Short Magnums, 2 3/4 slugs, 1 1/4 ounce. Special Forces Short Magnum. As you can see, they are the petitioned, the grooved slug with the coating on the outside. I'll get you a good shot of them. Very neat looking, very nasty option. 1050 these are rated at, so a little slower than the ball or the slug and buck combined, but check them out. Just another option, folks. That's about it. I'm gonna wrap this video up. Now, pricing wise for this gun, YouTube's getting stupid and funny with the pricing. Used gun, you can say, apparently I picked this up for 75 bucks. And back when I bought my new one, I picked that up for like 90. Now I think they're a finger and a quarter, if you know what I'm saying, brand new. So check them out. Check out the TK113s from Rock Island. Excellent single shot option. Check out the Winchester Defenders, the Brenneckes, and your chamber reducers. Get yourself a good single shot setup. You never know when you might need the versatility. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all my continued supporters on this tiny little channel. I know I haven't been doing much, but I'll try to get some more fishing content real soon. Maybe some other stuff. Hopefully going to the range here soon. If it stays nice. It's about 50 degrees today in central PA, but nonetheless, stay vigilant. Keep exercising your freedoms every day. If you don't exercise them, you'll lose them. And whenever you're going through, man, just stay strong. Stay around the ones that love you and support you. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Wind Model 88 signing off for now. You guys have a good one. Later on.